Welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. And today I would like to talk about two important issues. One of them is the scientific videos. I know some of you are waiting for the circuits videos, for the scientific circuits, for electronics. Yes, I admit it has been a very long time without uploading some projects, and that's because actually I suffered from a virus that has attacked actually 2 terabytes of my hard disks and locked all my files and requested a ransom. It's called ransom virus, unfortunately, and I couldn't find a way or a time enough to try to unlock them. Although it is a beating that most of the times this is a little bit difficult, if it is not impossible, to unlock them again, because the encryption happened from an outside server while the internet connection was in. Unfortunately, it wasn't internally decrypted from a malware inside the computer that has been installed. No, it was through their server. This so that they can guarantee that no one can unlock the files. Quite devastating, because there are many old and precious asset videos regarding the projects, radio projects, all kind of projects, robotics, creation of devices and tools, unfortunately. So that was actually the main reason that I'm not uploading any scientific video so far. But I promise you guys, this is important for me, very important for me, and I'm going to upload again, come back again to upload the science and technology videos. The most important thing that Mr. Al Faifi is still here. Me, Ben Faifa, is still alive. So I can do the projects again for you guys, no problem. Even though if we lose these precious videos forever, it doesn't matter, because I can come back and I can upload again. So I didn't forget that, guys. But as I said, there were some troubles regarding this, because some of you may say that Ben Faifa has already forgotten the science and technology videos. Look at him uploading the camping in the desert, the adventures, the family issues, the kids camping, the painting, the music videos, and this is no, I didn't forget. Okay. Number two, I'd like to talk about my health. If you remember last time, like 1 month ago or something, I uploaded a video. Maybe I will give you a link on the description. When I said that I am in the hospital because I was in the emergency department at that time, I was suffering from a very disturbing yellow color in my body. It is jaundice, and everybody saw me, was asking me, what is happening to you, man? You have become yellow. Even the doctors, when they saw me for the first time, said very clear on you, jaundice. You are suffering from jaundice. But unfortunately, they did all the tests that they have to do, but found nothing according to them, and they told me that, Matt, you are not suffering from anything. You are perfectly okay. Nothing with you. And one of them was joking with me. And he said, we have done all possible tests for you except the pregnancy test. And I said, why you did not actually make the pregnancy test? Maybe I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant with all kind of disease. And at the end of the day, what is the benefit I get from your tests? I get nothing. They told me you are perfectly okay. And I had to cure myself. And as you can see, guys, everything has come back to normal. I'm a white man, but I'm not suffering from this yellowish color or jaundice anymore, because I cured myself. We had to search, we had to learn, and I have a medical background. Actually, my major in the university was health services administration, so I have a very good background about medicine. unfortunately, maybe this is also common in many parts of the world, the physicians and the doctors, most of the times, they are not effective in getting the diagnosis. And as you know, the diagnosis is the criteria for you to tell whether or not XZ doctors are effective in their jobs or not, by getting fast and precise to the diagnosis, or getting even slow, no problem. But at the end, the effective doctor or medicine doctor or physician, in order for us to tell that this is really an effective and a very talented, or a man who is actually good in his work, is his ability to reach to the diagnosis. Unfortunately, I have to say, I haven't seen this in all my previous past bad experiences with those doctors. One time, 5 years ago, no, not 5 years, 5 years or 6 years ago, I had an admission and I had G6PD. And for those people who doesn't know what is G6PD, actually, it's an enzyme actually secreted in the blood to stop or to prevent the breakage or the breaking of the red blood cells from some kind of enzymes. And people who doesn't have this ability, like they have hereditary characteristic that has been inherited from fathers, that they don't have this secretion in their bloods. Once they eat the beans, some kind of the beans as food, their red blood cells started to break down, and then they are thrown in the urination, and that's why their urine color is getting red, like tea. That means their blood actually is being thrown away, and by some days, like 6 or 7 days, they will die if they are not actually taking the correct medicine. And the correct thing to do is to stop the breaking of the red blood cells. Then this guy, he shouldn't take any medicine if he's suffering from G6PD deficiency. The only thing that he should do is to stay away from the beans and eat anything else as food. And if he has to do, eat it once, not every day, not 3 or 4 successive days. That will affect him, and that will cause him anemia. So that was my case. But unfortunately, I was admitted for 6 days, and during these tests, every time they come and take blood sample, here I am suffering from anemia, and the blood count actually was 6 out of 14, or out of 16, I believe, was 6, I think 5. Very dangerous, so breathing was even difficult. I was about to die, and they keep coming every time and taking the samples from the blood, finishing the amount of the blood that is still in my body, because every doctor comes and make his own tests. So they have done every possible test except the G6PD test. So what happened? I get discharged from the hospital after they gave me some blood substitution, 2 sacks of blood substitution. And then they prescribed for me some kind of cortisone medicine. I'm sorry, guys, to talk about this medical information so much. I know most of you have no information about medicine. Me too. I have no much information about medicine. But I have to do this due to the ineffectiveness of our physicians and doctors, unfortunately. And I believe this is an international problem. It's found in many countries, that when you go to the doctor, don't believe him. Make sure that you are 100% convinced, and search. If you know many languages, if you know Arabic language, if you know English language, if you know and other third language or something, you will be able to discover your problem according to the problems that you are suffering from. Indications, it's called indications of the disease. Will you find that the indications are the same? Stick with this thing and continue search until you get the problem, as I said, regarding the G6PD. So what happened when I get actually discharged? After 1 month, I came back and ate these beans, as I love them so much. like 5 days, like 5 or 6 days, then I get the problem of the G6PD again. And I went back to the doctors and I asked them this time very clearly, have you done G6PD test for me? And if you did, what was the result? Am I positive G6PD deficiency or what? And the doctor, he was shocked like this. And he kept actually playing with the computer like that and tried to find it in the system. And 10 minutes passed. And after that, 15 minutes, and he didn't. And I said, what? Did you find the test for me, my dear friend? He said, I didn't know. I already did it for you, but I didn't find it. I tried to find it. I remember I did it for you, he said, but he did not. So he left. And then another doctor came to me and he apologized to me and he said, sorry, Mr. Ben Faifa, there was a mistake. They have done every possible test for you, and you was actually admitted for the 6 days inside the hospital as inpatient, except G6PD. I said, wow, that's really something. And he apologized, and he did the test again, and I found to be positive G6PD. The treatment for me is to stay away from these pains and everything will come back as normal. But the doctors, when they discharged me, they did not make the G6PD test. So they prescribed for me some kind of cortisone, and cortisone, as you know, it has very serious side effects. You know, you find many times, first of all, it opens your appetite for food. You always eat food and you get obese, and it actually caused you a lot of other side effects and problems. So it's some kind of a crime that this person is having G6PD deficiency, and he has been prescribed with some kind of cortisone medicine. Anyways, guys, I don't want to make it so long. Thank you very much for being with me, and thank you very much for watching this video. As I said, nowadays I'm 100% okay, and I thank everybody asking about my health. I thank you all, guys, for anyone who sent me messages, for anyone who asked about my situation. I'm completely fine and perfect. Hopefully this weekend we are going to have beautiful projects and really important and helpful and informative videos. Thank you very much, and see you soon.